Hello everybody. So today I'm walking on part of what we call the Russell Common Rocks, which is also part of the Ardingly Stones, which is the sandstone ridge, and we are at Happy Valley today. So we're going to concentrate today on Happy Valley's sandstone structures or sandstone escarpment. I've already done a video, Sweeps Cave or Chimney Sweeps Cave, so I'm going to put a link down below that you can check that out. But we're going to check out two structures predominantly today, which is the 101 Steps, for obvious reasons. I bet you can't guess what that's all about. And then Cheese Ring Rock, which is the oldest rock where we know that there was Mesolithic flints on the whole site. So this is like the earliest period of actual datable evidence. So I'll see you on the other side. Let's go. Right, so standing behind me is Sweeps Cave. I'm not going to say too much on this one because I made a video on it, which is the one in the link below, so just check that out. Basically, long story short, this was used, they call it Chimney Sweeps Cave because of the chimney dust that was stored here, that was used for the hotels, that they would empty out these little chimney sweep boys and they chuck it all in here. But I've explained that on the previous one, so just check that out. We need to check out the other two things that are here at Happy Valley, so see you in a minute. Right, so we're at the 101 Steps. As it says in the sign, it says these historic steps originally installed in 1708 to provide access to the cold bath, are badly worn and in wet weather very slippery. I know that all too well. You're free to use them, but do so at your own risk. And there we are. So originally these would lead to cold baths, which would be beyond that fence. So, shall we walk them? Perfect day to do it, and if I do fall, you can just laugh, can't you? But they are slippery. There's no bones about it. I often think these are the kind of steps that are better going up than they are going down. And that running water there's a sort of indented stream, which obviously runs down here, and then we'll see it in a minute. But what it does is it provides for this sort of very wet ground, as you can see. It's all one of them things like you just sort of think to yourself, taking my camera, it is slippery. There you go, so stream sort of follows down. Got a beautiful set of stones there, which we might take a look at later. Might do. Oh. Man, it's so muddy. Some rock climbers over there. So Sweeps Cave is just literally there. Got a beautiful set of sandstone that's here, which is very similar to Sweeps Cave. Obviously it just needed to be moulded out. And then as you look across, this is the whole of the Ardingly sandstone escarpment, which goes right across. And then the third feature, or the final feature of the Happy Valley rocks, we're going to have a look at, but we need to get down these steps first without falling over. You know when you say to yourself this was a bad idea when you sort of do this, but do you know what, I'm going to go across. I don't trust myself. That's better, and we can just film them. We can film me not actually going on them. They're really slippery. There you go. So like I said, originally these would have gone down to the cold baths. Do you know what? Let's go across now. I can't believe I'm actually slipping. I've never gone down these before in my life. I've only ever gone up. Probably for good reason now. Let's go across. And then here's the other sign that tells you, same one, looking up. There you go. And then beyond there would have been the cold baths. It's a very old fence, you can see that would have opened up, and then you would have had the baths over in there. How cool. So look at this, look. I bet many people just walk down there and they don't realise that beyond. So look, can you see that through there? This is an incredible bit of history. Oh man, I wish you could see it. The problem is this is on somebody else's land, but beyond there, there's where the cold baths actually are, or the square structure anyway, for one of them. It's just mental. I'm sorry I couldn't take you to see them. Oh, can I be really cheeky? Can I, he said. No, can't. Not really wanting to risk, it does say private property keep out. So I'm not going to risk it, but trust me when I say it's just beyond there is where these bars would have been. So it's a mega walk just to come down here. You can imagine any other day. See those two people, bless them, they're sort of struggling. Crazy, isn't it? Right, sorry I sort of chickened out a little bit of hitting them steps, but it was so slippery. I thought I picked a good day, but it's just because there's a natural stream, like I said, and it sort of makes that ground very wet anyway. But at least I went down it. That's a first. I've never been down them. I only ever walked up. But look at this sandstone. Oh, this is so cool. Right. Let's keep going. Right, you ready to see it? You won't be disappointed, I promise you. Welcome to Cheese Ring Rock. How incredible. And it was here, around this area, where they'd found Mesolithic flints, which symbolised early man's habitation of this incredible landscape. And it's not the only place. They've discovered lots of flints all around the whole Rust Hall and even the Ardenley Stones area. So this whole stretch that goes into East Sussex and further, the fact that early man had been using this in some sense, whether it was flint knapping to create smaller flints to use as sharpening tools or stuff like that, whether they were hunting and they'd be here, and they may have even used little rock shelters like this for protection. Now obviously the landscape's slightly different from how it would have been back then, but it's still incredible. But the most important thing, however, is this wonderful graffiti that people throughout the years have been putting up. And even that alone, you could spend a long time just looking at this beautiful way that the sandstone sort of soaks this up. Absolutely incredible. So we're going to walk through this. We'll walk through it, and then we'll see what we can do. But as you can see that what they've done is, some people don't notice this here because they just assume it's one escarpment. When you look down, you can see what they've done is they've reinforced this, because clearly what's happened is that erosion's taken place, and at some point this is very close to sort of the whole thing coming down. But yeah, let's walk through. Amazing, isn't it? Nature. This huge crack that appeared, and then we come out onto this. You can squeeze through if you want. However, for us for today, we're just going to walk around. It's just so much easier. But how incredible! Looking through. Truly amazing. So, as we say goodbye to the rock shelter and the final thing that you can find in this side of Russell Common, otherwise known as Happy Valley, we're going to keep taking a look around. In fact, we're going to sort of traverse across the escarpment itself. We're going to go that away. But first, let's go around so you can get a better view of this beautiful rock formation, and let's appreciate this beautiful little rock shelter that's here that people sometimes might miss out on. So this is the other side of Cheese Ring Rock. You can see where it's been sliced, and that's obviously where I came through. And like I said, you can squeeze through if you want to. I just wanted to get some extra footage me going back and forth, to be honest. But again, on this side you can see where they've reinforced this for fear of erosion and it falling over, because you can imagine with a great thud what noise that would make. It's just incredible. What's really amazing about it is that I'm using a wide angle lens for the camera that I'm using, and even that's not necessarily doing this justice. It does when you sort of stand back like this, but it really doesn't do this whole fascinating sandstone, you know, structure. Like structure, I don't know, is it structure? It's not really, is it? But nature's own. It just makes you feel so alive. It really does. So there's always something I notice differently. I can't tell you how many times I've been here. We're talking double figures easily now. Came here when I was a teenager, loved it, grew up with it ever since, and as you've probably seen in a few videos, I've done Balls Hollow Rock, Heritage Park Rock up the road, Stonewall Park. Yeah, well, you know. But what always amazes me is that I always seem to forget these beautiful things that people do. And I don't know if you can see, an incredible couple of faces. In fact, you know what? Let's see if we can get up to them, because they're worthy of looking at. Let's do it. And if I fall and hurt myself, it's alright, it's all good. Okay, let's go. There we go. Look at that. But this one's the best one. And it's a blink and you'll miss it one. Can you see that? Aliens, everybody. Ancient aliens. Proving that we've been here before. Incredible, isn't it? And then your normal graffiti. I might go up there, you know. Feeling adventurous. Let's try it. Ooh, jeez. There we go. I was going to film me going up there, but do you know what? It's not worth it for the sake of going back down and then picking up the camera again. Not today. So we're now standing on top of the Happy Valley rocks. It's quite busy with people, as you'd expect. They're all getting in their exercise. But as you can see, it's beautiful. And we're gonna, in a moment, we're gonna go down there so you can get to see them properly. Get a close-up view, but let's stand on top first. There you go. Very cool. The way that nature has sort of carved this sandstone out, you can almost sort of just, you know, you can almost feel it in a certain way. In fact, if you touch this beautiful stone, it's got this moss on it, but it's got this heat, it's amazing. It's so beautiful. Wow. So we're now on the line of the Ardenley sandstones, we're now on the line of Happy Valley, which is this wonderful little sort of ridge that we're sort of following, which literally traverses across the main bulk of the Happy Valley sandstone. Now, it does carry on past Chimney Sweep's Cave, but really the bulk that everybody knows is this beautiful part here. And as you can see, there's this graffiti that is still prevalent here, just to remind us of how malleable this stone is. Truly amazing. Let's keep walking around. Now, it is a bit of a slip, I'm not gonna lie, so you know, if you do come here, just be a bit careful, just in case, you know. Look, I can, yeah, come on, I can say that because I'm an old guy, okay? Just be careful, look after yourselves, come on. But look at this. Just incredible. Absolutely spectacular. Look at that. Do you know what that reminds me of? Like a big seat. You know, you've got a big, like, Game of Thrones style seat. You've got the back of it, and then you've got the two rests, and you can park yourself in there. And you can see where these natural steps are. When I was younger, I did actually sit up in that. I'll never do it again. It's one of them things, like, I don't know what it was. I just remember going up there and thinking, oh, this is great, and then realising how slippery it was. I was thinking, oh crap, I've got to try and slide down that. And as you can see, it's pretty safe, but it's just one of them things that I think, like with anything, you know, when you're young and the innocence of youth, it makes us do stupid things, doesn't it? Although it's not really, I mean, it's not dangerous, come on, let's be honest, but, you know, it was just one of them times when I was thinking, oh, okay, this is a little bit trickier coming down. Look at this, though. almost a rock shelter. It's natural erosion. You can see these little honeycomb structures where it's called natural weathering. The different lime colours where the acidic water's taken its toll on it. Look at that. Wow. It's walking because I don't think you can see that. So there we go. Sorry about that. The sun's sort of behind us today. And then we simply walk round. So I want to take you to so it does back off the stones. As you can see, they do manoeuvre themselves backwards onto the plateau, but we're going to look at the ones that are just on the corner here, the rubble, the leftover. So we're going to just take a brief look without falling to our deaths. And we've got the boulder that always stands out for me. Somebody said to me about Happy Valley, and he said, what's your favourite part of it? Not necessarily a favourite part, but the standalone boulder, which I'm surprised they never gave a name to. The one right there, we'll visit that. And then pretty much done. Pretty much had our conclusion of the Happy Valley sandstone rocks with the 3 structures. So remember, that was 101 steps, Chimney Sweeps Cave, which you need to check out properly on a previous video, and then the Cheese Ring Rock. But let's go with that one. Our last destination. Here we are. The final prominent stone in the Happy Valley rocks, that for me anyway. I'm going to try and get up. Oh well, I haven't actually visited this one properly in years. Normally I'll just walk up the steps and then I'm done. Let's walk around. Wow, you forget of the size of this huge boulder. Really, it's a sandstone boulder more than anything else. And somebody's done a very ornate face. 2 nostrils, 2 eyes, and you've got your eyebrows. A bit grumpy. Probably modelled on me, wasn't it? Joking. But yeah, this old amazing graffiti. Look at that. If you believe that. 1862. Look at that. If that was right, if that's true. Honestly, it's not surprising you do. Beautiful JW there as well. It doesn't surprise me when I see stuff like that. Sometimes I'm a bit sceptical because it's quite easy to sort of fake a date. But it's nice when you do see those dates. There's another one, 1965. I've never paid too much attention to the dates on these stones. They're scattered everywhere. The reason for that really is because I'm more interested actually in the faces on these stones that people draw. I'm more interested in that than the actual dates, but the fact that there are these dates here is absolutely amazing. And it's so well embedded, the fact that you could come in multiple times and still not see all of them. But yeah, absolutely incredible. And then you've got that final sheet there, which goes on to Sweeps Cave. Amazing. There's a squirrel. I'm pointing these things out, but you can't see them because it doesn't do zoom on this camera. Just trust me when I say it. There you go. Right, cool. So, as I stand on the little one that we said looks like Chimney Sweep's cave, same sort of thing where Chimney Sweeps, they would have followed it out. We've got bees, being harassed by a bee. There you go. Just want to say thank you as always for watching. I only gave you a brief tour today of Happy Valley Rocks because the idea is really to encourage you to come down here and check these out for yourselves, make amazing memories, take photos, bring your family, friends, whatever you do. It's such an incredible place to explore. And yes, I will also do a proper video on the Rusthall Common Rocks on the opposite side of the road. However, if you can't wait until then, feel free to check out Toad Rock, which I did a special video on, and check out Bull's Hollow Rock, which is just around the corner. But for now, hopefully you enjoyed this video. New more words of Phoenix history, because history matters. Incredible, isn't it? And I'll see you all very soon. Take care for now, everybody. Bye.